half of it, and now I'm gonna take this back side of the box and lay it over. Because I used this, again like I did in the front, when I lay my lip down, it's perfect. I don't have to trim any off. But if you have to trim some off, it's no big deal. You can do exactly what I did on the side, where you just flip your box up, make a mark, and then cut on the inside of the mark. But I don't need to do that here. So I'm going to glue this end. As you're folding, use your bone folder to kind of push those corners down. They have a tendency to pop up in the direction that you're folding. I'm checking for air bubbles. Pretty good, pretty good. A few there in the back. Okay, so there we are. Now, I've got the ends to do. So what do I do now? This is the trickiest part. Not the hardest, just the trickiest. So you're going to want to, you've already predetermined, because you started with this kind of jig thing, you've already predetermined how much of the exterior you want to curl around on the inside. You've predetermined what the measurement of this liner looks like. So I did 1/4 of an inch. 1/4 of an inch is good because it's enough for the glue and it's enough for to not be kind of obnoxiously big, but you can play with it if you want. And so I'm going to turn my edges in. I'm just folding them right now. And this is going to take me a minute, so. I'm coaxing them over the side rather than kind of cutting them, because you'll see in just a minute that I'm going to cut the corners. So then I'm going to take my knife, I don't know if y'all can see this, and I'm just going to kind of score this corner right here. I just take my knife, put it right on the edge, and push. Don't cut your finger. I'll do the same way on this side. When you open it up, again, you should have a little, I don't know if y'all have to walk it around so y'all can see it. You should have a little triangle. It's like a little nick. Hold on. The reason for this is when you put your box corners in the box, you want them to seamlessly kind of flow into each other, but you also want them to not bunch up. Off there. So you're cutting a 45, but you're I'll just fold it around. Okay. See this little nick? See, it makes like a little notch right there. See it? Triangle. Look closely. My paper is fuzzy. But see how it makes this like it's a nick on the inside? And on here it's a nick on the I need some scissors. I'm going to do this on, I'll do it on the other side in just a minute. I just got to remember which side I did it on. Let me go ahead and do it on this side. Okay. So then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut vertically this way until I hit that notch. And then on this side, I'm going to cut horizontally to cut out a little triangle. And that's going to give me my overlap. So then you have something that starts to look like that. It minimizes bulk. It covers your board. Okay. So I've notched out these little corners. Can you see everybody? Back seats and the, okay. All right, so now it's already the same all the way around. So now all I have to do is glue things in. You want to do it just like you do your books. So you want to do mirror image. Here and yeah, like that. You'll have to play with it for just a second. Oh yeah, that's the way I want it. So I'm gonna fold things back this way. Again, it just makes sure that crease is nice and flexible. And I want it to crease where I want it. I don't want the paper to, especially if it's working against the grain, it will go in an opposite direction. All right, now. I'm putting glue on the paper, not the board, because I don't want glue to be anywhere that I don't want it. And then as I lay my end, just like you all learned when you were covering books, I'm going to use my bone folder to make sure that that paper is following the crease of the board. So I don't have any bubbles or soft edges. I want nice crisp edges. Okay. I'm going to do the other side.
Will this be a little bit easier since boxes are going to be bigger?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it'll be a lot easier since your boxes are bigger. Little boxes are harder.
I'm noticing.
Did I just hear a train?
Yes.
Where is there a train in Lumpkin County?
Close by.
Maybe it was like a truck horn.
Yeah, maybe.
Sounds like a train.
Sounds exactly like a train.
That's a train.
There you go.
That's a train. That's a very train-like truck
I
horn.
know. Okay. So I'm gonna start this process using my bone folder. Okay, now let me walk it around so you can see what's going on. So you see how these notches create, the notches create the 45. Like that's what the purpose of it is. And it's gonna be, once I plug these guys in, it'll run seamlessly around the edge. See how it's going over the edge here, but it's just slightly tucking up there on the edge. That's because I want it to be running solid. I don't want it down. You can really see the notches now. Pull it out. Okay. See it? All right. So now, Taylor, did you see? So now I just have 2 more to go, and all I have to do is glue them and tuck them, and we have a box. Before you put the covering on, before you start this process, you want to make sure your books fit in your box. Because what's the point of it all? I'm going to use my bone folder to really tuck those corners in nice and tight. And then you have perfect box corners. With a seamless, solid opening. That's the trouble with all of that. Okay? Questions?